Say what's up, some things I want to say. So people will say, like, just ignore the gang stalkers, and I do try to ignore the gang stalkers, and it is good, it is true, you should try to ignore them. And like, I think when people say things like that, like, they mean well, but like there is no ignoring it, though, in a sense, like, because there just isn't. Like, they just do things. Like, for instance, the wind has been synchronizing a lot lately. Like, it's been really windy lately, and it's like every time I go outside, the wind is like attacking me. It's like, it will just like get really windy all of a sudden, and it will just like knock me over basically with the wind. And it won't all, like, when it synchronizes, it's not always like that. It's not always like super crazy wind. Like, sometimes it'll just be like light wind, but it'll be synchronized, or it'll be wind blowing a leaf out in front of me synchronized, like I've said before. But the wind was, it's like they're like molesting me with the wind, you know? Like, it's like, you can't ignore that. Like, that's one thing that you can't ignore, is like when you walk up to an intersection and wind is like knocking you over, knocking your hat off or whatever. It's like cold wind too. But yeah, it's like, you can't ignore that. You can't ignore bugs coming up, flying in your face. You can't ignore, like, that guy that came up to me and was just, like, walking next to me. Like, I wasn't recording, but he just comes up to me and he's just like, hey, where's the Xanax at, man? And then he's, like, following me, and he's just, like, walking really close to me. So then I pulled my camera out and put it in his face, because he just wouldn't stop following me. And I'm like, bro, stop following me. And you just can't ignore things like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can try to ignore the car. I can't even really ignore that unless I, like, walk around with a blindfold and headphones on all day. Or blinder, like horse blinders on my face or something. Like, you can't ignore any of it, really. But I try to ignore, make it like background noise, you know what I mean? Like, for the most part. And just, like, ignore them. But at the end of the day, I can't ignore any of those things. I can't ignore directed energy weapons being shot at my head. I can't really ignore babies crying synced, because that shit's weird as fuck and disturbing as fuck, that there's babies crying synced. Probably being hit with a frequency to make them cry synced. Like, I can't really ignore that, in a sense, because it's fucking weird. So it's like, I think people mean well when they say things like that, but it's like, I can't, though. I can't. I try to, but I can't ignore everything. And then, like, I'll go for periods of time without recording and stuff, and, like, when I'm not recording, I am, like, ignoring them most of the time and shit. So, like, but, like, I just record it. I'd probably make too many videos, to be honest. I don't know, but, like, at the same time, I can't make enough videos of it, because it's constantly happening, and it's constantly, like, new things, and it's, like, fluctuating, and it's just, like, it's just a lot of weird shit going on, and a lot of disturbing, disgusting shit going on, and a lot of fucked up shit going on. And, like, I can't get a job because of it, and there's a lot of shit. So it's like, But you definitely can't get consumed by it, for sure. I would agree with that. Like, you can't let it consume you. But it's like, they just keep going, you know? So, you can't ignore it, really. So, that's all I came here to say, really. There's this truck out here that took off synced, and then it synced with a blue car because it has a blue logo on the truck. And then that blue car synced with another blue car. And then I think the blue truck, or the blue logo truck, synced with the orange car, which they sync red and blue cars, but they also sync orange cars like it's a red car, which I've said before, but it's just like, there's so many things that they do. It's like a long ass list that it would take me all day to explain it. Like I said on last night's video, it would take me all day to explain it, because they sync red and blue cars all day, but then sometimes it'll be an orange car and not a red car, or it'll be an orange car syncing with red cars. So I don't know why they do that, but that's just the thing they do sometimes. So that's what they did out here. And then they'll sync cars that have a blue logo on it with a blue car, like I said. And they do it. They do it repetitively to let me know that they do it. And then they do it sometimes, but not always. You know what I mean? Like, not every time I see a car that has a blue logo on it is gonna sync with a blue car, but it's gonna be one of those cars that sync, though, whatever it's gonna sync with. It's not always gonna sync with a blue car, but it's always gonna sync. So I saw one of those out here that had a blue logo and it synced with a blue car that synced with the orange car. Or the truck synced with the orange car with the blue logo. And then I've seen a million other syncs out here, and the train horn's going off. I don't know if you could hear it. I was recording this live stream on Creepbusters today, and I watched it back, and you can hear the people synchronizing, like coughing synced and talking synced and stuff, and like walking in the room synced, and coming through the door synced. You can hear it, like as I do something, or as I laugh, or whatever, like a synced moment. Do you hear the train horn? He's synced. How long is the video? 9 minutes. Still don't have a job, still jobless. Cash App or PayPal, anything helps. you got $1, send it. If you can share, click share on this video, or click share on my Cash App or PayPal or something. Hit the like button. Subscribe. This cop just synced outside right now, and these birds are flying out synced with it, and cars are synced with it. And then the birds are flying back the other way now, and there's another cop, and the birds flew out in front of me as the cop drove to the intersection. I think it was synced with it. And there's a bunch of cars on the street that are synced, and the train horn. Do you hear the train horn? He's like, honk, honk, sync, sync. Synced. I synced it. Honk, honk. Sync, sync. Do you hear the train horn going off right when I sit down?